So guys, it's been a while.
It really has.
If you can't tell by the background and the mimosas.
Ow!
We're back with a
Chismosa y Mimosa video.
Hey guys, welcome back. So we know you guys have been missing these. We've been missing them too.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we really miss like the whole like interacting. So today we just figured we just kind of fall back to our roots about talking shit. Yeah.
Who do you want to talk shit about today, Stevie?
You guys didn't watch our Truth or Dare video. I suggest you go watch it because some of you missed out on some pretty funny stuff, I think. I got a dare where I had to call someone out that watches us that I hate.
Someone that you know who watches the show, who you hate their partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The person that I thought of, I was like, well, there's a person that watches that I don't care about, but I don't invest my time and effort into this person's life because kind of situation.
Who is it?
Diane.
Oh, it's Diane. How do you spell that?
I did tell you, right?
What?
That I think like a couple days later, Raina got another text message from her.
No, yeah. Why don't you just start from the beginning?
What part?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, she got a text message from her, and the text message was something like, "Oh, I kept seeing you pop up on my suggested, and I saw the picture of the baby, and I wanted to say like congratulations or something like that."
Yeah.
And then I was just kind of like, well, Raina doesn't have the baby as her profile picture, so you had to have gone, clicked, and looked to really look.
Yeah, to know.
Yeah.
Or watch our videos.
Yeah, so it was like, this person seems to be very well invested in both of our lives, and
So she a bitch.
I don't call her a bitch. I just don't give a shit about her. Like, you know, we had that whole falling out crap, you know.
Because she's a bitch.
No, because she's a liar.
Oh, she's a lying bitch. No, I don't know. Like, I know her. I've met her. But like, I hung out with her.
Come to find out, I tell her, I'm like, dude, guess who hits us up again? And I'm like, how is she so like involved in our life? Like, how does she know everything that's happening?
I'm friends with her.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like,
But it's like we've been friends for like ever on Facebook, I guess, because I'll see her shit pop up on my feed. It was from when you introduced me to her.
yeah. It's funny because honestly, her and I, we used to be really good friends. I'm just not the type of person where I deal with people's shit. Like, if they're gonna talk shit about me and they're gonna lie about me, like.
But why did it even start? Why did she start talking shit about you?
I think it was like a day or two after one of the house parties that Slacks had.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember Slacks' like friends, you remember how they used to fight all the time and they used to get into like huge arguments,
Yeah.
or one would be fucking around with somebody else and
Yeah.
whatnot. So there was like this whole drama that went down and everything, and that I think a couple days later I was hanging out with Diane and some of the other friends, and then they were talking shit about Slacks. Why does she associate with these people? Like, you know, she's so stupid, and you know, they were blaming her for everything. I was like, well, I don't have a problem with sex. Like, I was like, I guess you can say that, but I was like, honestly, it was like, you know, I don't know, it's not my business, you know, that's her choice and how she chooses to, you know, choose her friends or whatever. And they were just like all going ham on her, and I just was like, you know, I don't feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know. Well, apparently, all of a sudden, I was the one who was saying it. Honestly, because the other people that were in the car, I don't see them being the ones to like run their mouths or something like that, but at the same time, they're not shy about what they say either. Like, they're upfront about what they mean.
Yeah.
So at least I know with them, I would have been like, well, at least they would have been upfront about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But with Diana, I feel like she was trying to backtrack maybe and then throw it on me.
She was trying to put stuff, but did you confront her about it?
Yeah, because we talked on the phone, and it was like one of those situations, like when you're talking to someone and you know that they either have you on a three-way call or they have you on speaker, you know.
And because they're trying to get you to say something.
Yeah, and it was like the weirdest thing, and it was the condescending way she was talking to me, where I was like, why are you acting like this? Like, she knows I wasn't the one who did that. Like, but the way she was talking to me, she was like, well, you know. And I'm like, what do you mean you know? Like,
She was trying to get you to be like...
To say something that would, like, kind of get me, like, I don't know. It pissed me off. I remember that phone call because I was furious about it. And I remember I made the comment where I was like, I just think it's funny. And then she said to me, she goes, what's funny? I want to laugh. And I got so mad. I was like, I'm done with you. Like, who the fuck are you? And, like, how dare you?
And how long ago was that?
Oh, God, it was forever ago.
But she still manages to...
It's still everybody that I talk to is like, oh, yeah, she told me about, you know, this. Or, oh, she told me about, you know, your kid. Or she's...
So you got a fan, girl.
So, like, no shit. And then I had someone who told me, was like, oh, yeah, like, she was telling me about your channel. And I was like, my channel? It was like, oh, so she watches. I was like, okay. It was just like one of those things where I was like kind of surprised by the whole thing, and I was like, why is she still like all up in my business? And then, oh my God, do you remember the time we went to the park for Shandy's son's birthday?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And she starts like coming up to us, and I literally just look at her and I was like, why is she here?
Telling you all the cheese.
And it's like, oh, I just let you know, like, you know, me and so-and-so aren't together anymore because she cheated on me with so-and-so. But I just thought it was funny because when we were there, I was like, why is she telling me all this stuff about her life? Like, I don't care.
Oh, she misses you.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You wouldn't want to be her friend?
I couldn't be her friend again.
Talk to her.
If she apologized and admitted to for the lies she put out there and trying to make me out to be this bad person. No, but babe, what was the thing that she told you in the most recent message?
That we kept coming up on, or I kept coming up on people she knows.
Suggested friends.
Us on the suggested friends, yeah.
And then what did she say about the baby?
That she knew, I think that she knew how long I wanted a baby, and, you know, she's just happy for me, blah, blah, blah.
And then, like, she sent her a text message, like...
Yeah, the text message I didn't like because it was very...
It was backhanded.
It was very backhanded, and it was just towards me.
She was like, I know that me and Stevie aren't friends anymore and that we had a falling out, but I just want to congratulate you and the baby. And I was like...
Like, why even, after all this time, like, why even the need, you know? Like, just let it go. Don't be petty.
Don't be petty, bitch. But that text was petty.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it because Stevie's your friend, not everybody else.
Yeah, like, why
Stevie
did
introduced you to all these people. Stevie got you out of your house, out of your block because you're such agoraphobic. Like, you know.
What was wrong with her?
She's agoraphobic. So agoraphobia being people who don't like to leave their house. She was only comfortable to only go a certain distance from her house, and it was like maybe like 2 or 3 blocks, I think it was. So we would meet at the shopping center right by her house, and we would basically just sit and talk in my car for like hours and just like kick it.
Were you guys like hooking up?
No. We never had any type of like, at least not from my end, at least, like we didn't have that type of...
It wasn't that kind of
No.
That's not how you guys met, like talking like that, or you met just as friends?
We met just as friends, like, oh, we're in the same city, oh, we're both gay, or, you know, like, let's hang out. And then she didn't like to go anywhere, so I was like, well, I don't live that far, I can just come that way,
Yeah.
you know, we can hang out, kind of stuff, so.
Now she's not agoraphobic anymore.
No, she is, because whose party did we go to where she was like, oh, I can't drive home, can I follow you?
Oh yeah.
Like,
I went to like a girls thing, and then she was like, "Oh, can I follow you? Because like I'm nervous to drive back by myself." And I was like,
I'm like, bitch, you got here by yourself.
I'm
I'm like,
so she comes out of the house, Rachel comes out of the house, and she's like, oh, she wants to follow us home because, you know, I was like, what the hell? Why is that my problem? Right? There's other people that she wouldn't talk shit about me, and then like, why can't they take her? You know?
who did she talk shit about you to?
Everybody. She was telling everybody that I was saying all these things about Slacks.
Trying to cause a rift between you and Slacks. Were you and Slacks close?
No, I think she was trying to, you know, protect her own ass because I think she got caught and didn't want it to be about her. So she,
trying to throw you under the bus.
who's the only other person in the situation? It was me.
Yeah.
My whole thing is like other people, like my other friends, they're gonna make their own, you know, decision about it, and those who know me should know me better than that to know that I'm not that way. And if they believe it, then you know what? Then obviously we're just...
Then fuck you.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. You don't know me. You know, you honestly don't know me. So whatever. But honestly, like, I got to a point where I started thinking, you know, like, you have friends and they constantly go like, I don't know why it happens to me. I started thinking, why is it happening to me? Am I actually a villain? Am I actually an asshole? Do I actually do these things and I'm not seeing it? Yeah.
Like, are you crazy?
But yeah, it's becoming this thing where people...
You thought you were having like blackouts?
Not blackouts, but like...
It's just self-awareness. Like, am I really a bad person? Or, you know, I'm always defending myself, then are we really these shitty people? That
Yeah, like, why is it that people constantly do that to me?
I thought I was a shitty person once.
JayJay, you were a shitty person.
When?
Tracy.
That doesn't make me a shitty person. I really don't think it does. Did I feel like a shitty person? Yes, I did feel like a shitty person, but I don't think it makes me a shitty person.
Okay, fam. Let's listen to this one.
So me and Juan, we, you know,
You guys were originally friends.
yes, I've said this before. We were friends for like years, like 5 years. We were friends because I started working at Applebee's. And I met Tracy. Tracy was the person who trained me, and then through her, I met everyone else. We were all friends. Me, Juan, and Tracy.
And Juan was always after her. Like, hard.
Juan was trying to hit it, though. Like, back then, he was just trying to hit it. And I was like, I had a girlfriend, Myra. And I was like, nah, like, no, that shit ain't gonna happen, blah, 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 you know. And I just want to make that clear because I know a lot of people who see me Juan together now and who knew us back then, they thought we were messing around the whole time, but we were not messing around the whole time. It wasn't until we hooked up when everybody found out about it, when I told everybody about it, you know. Make that shit clear. Me and Juan were like best friends. We would go out together, we'd hang out, and then like Juan and Tracy were hooking up. Before,
like, all the time.
Yeah, like all the time. Before I even started working at Applebee's and met them, they were already fucking. Like, they were like fuck buddies, you know?
Yeah. Tracy was in love with him.
Yes, Tracy was in love with him. And me and Tracy were close. Yes, we were close. I'm not going to deny any of that. I love that girl. I do. But I can't apologize for any of it because it wasn't obviously something meaningless, you know?
Yeah, because something came from it. But
yeah,
I mean...
And I'm not going to apologize for that for shit. But
you apologize for what you did.
yeah, I apologize for the fact that I hurt Tracy. Mind you, though, Tracy and Juan did stop fucking for like a really long time. Tracy was trying to be with some other guy, and she was hooking up with other people. And Juan had a girlfriend, that little...
Yeah, I rember when he got with that other
this
girl.
little short one. Mind you, he would cheat on all his girlfriends with Tracy. He was doing that. I'm not going to deny any of that. And so I don't even know. Juan was like still talking to that other chick that he was with, that little short one. They weren't together because I remember she broke up with him and he was all heartbroken about it. And I had a car, so I would take him to her house so he can like beg for her or whatever. And then during that time, like, me and him just started talking, like confiding in each other about shit. And he was going through his breakup with that chick and he was telling me all about it. And I was with Hedda at the time, talking about our relationships and shit. And then one thing led to another and we hooked up. Well, we made out for like the longest time. And I was like, I'm not gonna have sex with you. And then we had sex. And then I was like, don't fall in love with me.
And then you bumped it.
And then we fell in love. No, but then but yeah, like I told him, because like we had hooked up and it was just like that. And I was like, that's it. Like, we're not gonna do this. This is, you know, blah, blah, blah. It just kept happening. And finally one day I was like, dude, like, we need to figure this out, because if shit continues now, like how it is, like feelings are gonna happen. And he was like, you know, I want you to be my girlfriend. And I was like, hi. And then so I was like, okay, so now the next step is to tell Tracy. Because mind you, we were still friends with her. Tracy, I guess, she kind of sensed it. She did, because she would make little comments about us. At first it would piss me off because it wasn't even like that, you know?
Tracy got pretty hurt.
Tracy did, but I did call her. As soon as shit got real between me and Juan, I called her and I was like, girl, we need to talk, you know, and I need to, you know, lay some shit down. And so we talked about it. We didn't meet up in person. We were supposed to meet at the bar. And I told her, I was like, look, this is what happened. Like, I just want you to know it has nothing to do with you. It's not intentionally to hurt you. I'm like, so sorry about that. Like, that is not my intentions at all. And I completely understand if you don't want to talk to me anymore, but I would still like to be your friend. And of course she was like, no, I can't. So she basically cut me and Juan off completely. And
yeah, I think the situation that happened, I still completely say, like, you were fucked up. It
was a fucked up thing, but
she was your friend. You guys were super close. You knew she was in love with him.
I did. I'm not denying any of that. I did.
She was desperate about him.
Yeah, she was stupid about him.
Yeah, and then you hooked up with him, and then you ended up with him, and like, that's like the ultimate betrayal. Like, and I was like, I honestly, like, seeing it now though, like, yeah, like, I couldn't see it any different. Like, you guys are an amazing couple and everything.
I'm not gonna apologize for it. It's a fucked up thing.
But the situation, yes, it's fucked up. And like, we've said it to like our other friends who had the same situation where it's like, well, you know,
shit.
You did what you did. Like, you can't act like...
I apologize for it, and that's it. I'm not going to apologize for it anymore because I have a beautiful family.
AJ came from it. And
yeah, I have my son, and we're getting married, you know, and I'm like, I'm not apologizing for shit. And if anybody, you know, still has... I mean, it's been what? It's going on, me and Juan are going on 8 years, so it's been 8 years. If someone still has something to say about it, like, get the fuck over it, you know? So, to each their own.
Yeah. We're all adults. We make the choices we do, and we have to, you know, deal with it however the outcome. And unfortunately, we lost a friend, but at the same time, you gained a really beautiful family, and maybe it was just destined to be. So.
Exactly. So I'm not a shitty person.
Am I a shitty person?
Sometimes.
Like when?
No, I'm just kidding. No.
I'm the type of person, like, if I know something's wrong with me or there's something that, like, I can fix, like, I'm very adamant about trying to do it and trying to figure out.
I've never had any real beef with you besides what other people have started.
You see what I'm saying, though?
You know?
But you
maybe it is you.
But you see, like, am I that easy of a target? Or
is these just the kind of people you like to be around?
True, very true, but I don't associate with you. Like, I got to a point where I was like, I just washed my hands of people because I didn't have time for it. It was so much drama and so stupid, some of it.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, I've never had any real beef with you than what other people have created.
Yeah,
like with Myra, with Irene, and you know, like.
The Irene thing was still a...
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Once again, you made the choices you made, man. Those are situations, like...
Shit happens.
It's the funniest thing because, like, they both... I mean, it doesn't come up every day for you about that situation.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of... Like, you don't even have to talk or see anybody like that.
Yeah.
Same with me. Like, I don't really talk to...
She's the one who's putting herself in your guys'...
constantly. I swear, she's like an ex-girlfriend. She's like my crazy ex who would not leave me alone for the longest time. Yeah.
She's like, she's talking about me. Watching this video.
She's like, let me send another message to Brianna. But let me say this, and let me say this now. If you are watching, quite honestly, I feel like you miss what we had, and I don't ever see it going back there. You never apologized for it, and you never owned up to it. You just put it on me. So I don't feel a need for you to constantly have to congratulate my wife.
Maybe it's just her guilt.
No, maybe it is. I don't know. Whatever it is, I feel like it's something that you need to deal with on your own, and you need to figure it out.
Boom.
Sorry. Can't help you.
Okay.
Remember that? So anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed just us rambling about some old shit.
Oh shit.
You know, we all have spats with friends, and friendships like come and go.
They do.
Like,
but the real ones stay.
Oh my god, we're trying to have an episode with my best friend Monica, who's my oldest friend. Two of my best friends. Gonna put them in a situation because it's been like the weirdest kind of like drama.
Not even.
I mean, I've had to deal with it. Love my best friend and love my best friend. So, yeah, you guys are gonna have to tune in for that one.
Date to be determined.
Anyways, guys, let us know about any drama you guys have dealt with in your past, about people you've had riffs with and you still talk to them, or you no longer talk
Or if you want to apologize to Stevie for lying about her, do so here.
But you obviously know our numbers, so I don't know. Tracy, are you watching?
I mean, I highly doubt she watches these videos, but you know, girl, I said I was sorry, you know, and I'm not sorry anymore, but you know, just kidding.
Alright, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, leave us a comment down below. Don't forget to leave us a like.
Subscribe.
And we'll see you guys next time.
On Chismosas y Mimosas. Any drinks?
Let's just do this. I'm just going to keep it that way. Alright, bye guys.